Hello, welcome back to the sofa of Andy Collier-talks cricket memorabilia. Today just going to do the last section on the letters, which has got a couple of interesting things in it, and I hope you're going to enjoy those. Nothing out of the ordinary really, but a few letters addressed to Jim Swanton and David Frith from a certain Mr. Hand concerning Hampshire cricket, and about the bias not shown for Hampshire Cricket Club. So there's one from Jim Swanton now. Back to Mr. Hand. So about 1967 these ones. That's another one back to Mr. Hand. This one is: thank you very much for your interesting comments in your letter. It is so valuable to know that such enthusiasts as you are thinking about current cricket, and I'm obliged to you for bothering to write. So he's obviously a prolific writer, Mr. Hand. This one's that's David Frith, and this one's another Jim Swanton one there. This one's David Frith, who's just come back from a trip to Australia. I apologise for being late on his reply, and this is to do with looks like a caption of Bobby Abel when he got 357 at the Oval, his high score. That's signed David Frith, which is quite a nice letter there from the Wisden Cricket Monthly. This one to Mr. Folks from John Arlott. This one, these all these letters I'm showing at the moment all come in one big lot, so it's quite an interesting lot to get. And this one's concerning Derek Shackleton, saying that it's confirming he was born in Todmerton, which until 1884 was in Lancashire and then was transferred to Yorkshire. That's what John Art's written there to Mr. Folks. This one is one from my hero, this is John Edrich. This is to the Woolwell Cricket Society. Unfortunately he can't respond to their request of talking at a dinner, so he had to let them down there, but nicely written by John. This is quite an interesting letter here. This is on Len Hutton's sportswear firm headed paper, and this was to the president of my cricket club, Farncombe, to Mr. Barry Newman, who won a cricket bat signed by Len Hutton in 1952. This one's got a big sellotape mark across the front there, which is spoiling a little bit, but you got the details. And Barry tells me that he wanted to bat so badly, and in those days he rubbed all the signatures off and played with the bat. So there's one signed bat gone for a Burton. So I imagine it was an England and Australia bat, probably 52, something like that. This one's a Plum Warner one, a little sign one for the cricketer. That's requesting a signature of his. So that's another nice one. This is an interesting letter which I've only just received actually, which is from David Shepherd, and it's concerning apartheid. I'll read you a little bit at the bottom there, because what with the riots we've been having in the last few weeks, it's quite prominent really. So just to read you a bit at the bottom. We may say that class distinction has gone unlamented from the pavilions, and that apartheid will go on in due course. But what seems to be more clear than ever, or than anything else, is that time is not on our side in this particular issue, and that white dominance in South Africa must lead inevitably to black dominance, and apartheid reversed, unless something is done from our side of the fence, and quickly. Well, that was David Shepherd's reply to a chap, I think it was Jack Bryan, the Kent player, from his Mayflower Family Centre in East London. So that's quite a thing to say from David Shepherd there. So it was obviously in his mind, and he put his mind or thoughts on paper. So there we are. I'm just apologising at the bottom there for not replying quickly, because he had flu, and and Hillary was in bed with a bad cold. There we are. So the last one I'm going to show you here is from that selection of Alfred Min letters. You might have seen the podcast on Alfred Min's daughter's letters. Well, this came with it, and it's another letter to Alfred, and it's begging him to appear, really. This chap's obviously going to be hung for some reason, probably the barn rights, I think, in about 1830-40, and it's begging him to contact them, otherwise he's going to be hung, which is quite a thing, really. It's not in particularly good order, but it's fantastic historical content. I think it's signed there, H.A. Hickson, I think is the signature, and addressed to Alfred Min at the bottom there. So Alfred Min, wherever he is, it's got on the bottom there, so he's obviously desperate to find him. But that's quite a nice letter, which is just made an appearance again. I've got the letters out. So that's generally the letters that I've got. Obviously there's plenty of letter collecting to come, but always an interesting content and signatures on there. But before I sort of hang up, I'd just like to promote the Cricket Memorabilia Society. This is their last magazine, which has got a lovely belt buckle on the front there. 2002 June copy, so there's all sorts of bits and pieces in there. Even got a bit for me on there about Andy Gantamay. All sorts of stuff on there, a bit of victory and keeping up with the auctions and things, and there's a lovely letter in here, or I say from a chap called, it's after Bradman, he's trying to get a sight of Don Bradman, which was proven difficult. In Search of Bradman by Peter Wood, which is actually an excellent article there. He did actually finally get a glimpse of Don in I think it was 1996, I think. Anyway, so he finally got his glimpse of Don, but that's quite an interesting article. Just reminds you about the time I went to try and get Viv Vicious to sign my Century of Centuries sheet. So I'll probably put that in the Cricket Memorabilia Society booklet, actually, if they print it. So look out for that one. So anyway, I hope you've enjoyed these podcasts on letters, and hopefully I'll see you on the next one.